Have you ever come across an old compressor lying around in your storage and wondered what to do with it instead of throwing it away? In today's video, let's turn it into a unique and useful device, and I'm sure you'll be surprised by what it can do. Inside, there are exactly the components I need, so I'll take them out. Compressors like this one are usually found inside refrigerators, freezers, and air conditioners. They play the most important role in the cooling system, compressing the refrigerant and circulating it throughout the system to generate cool air. It mainly consists of two parts: the electric motor and the compression mechanism. So I'll separate them. After spraying WD-40 on the fixed bolts, I remove them with an Allen key. Because the compressor is quite old, the bolts are rusty and very tight. Spraying a little WD-40 helps lubricate them, making removal much easier. On this side, there are still two more bolts that also need to be removed. Now I've successfully separated the two sections. This is a compression mechanism. It's the part responsible for sucking in and compressing the gas. However, in today's project, I won't be using it, so I'll set aside. What we actually need is this electric motor. It has 3 wires here, so I'll check their conductivity. They're all still working fine, so this section needs to be cut off. At the end of each wire, I strip off a bit of insulation. Now, I twist these 2 wires together. They'll be fixed with a ring-type electrical terminal. I just insert the copper core into the small slot and press it tightly using pliers. This terminal will be placed here and secured with a bolt and nut. Here, I prepared a short PVC pipe. I mark one point at each end and drill a hole through. Next to this pipe, I have a piece of electrical wire. 1 end will be passed through the first hole. Once a long section of the wire is gone through, I wrap it around the pipe several times. Then the other end goes through the second hole. Now I use electrical tape to hold the wire securely in place. After passing the coil through the motor, I strip off a bit of insulation at this end of the wire. And this one will also be connected to an electrical terminal. I've also prepared a power plug, like this one. The plug's wire will be connected to the remaining wire from the motor. To protect the connection point, I use a piece of heat shrink tubing. The other wire from the plug will be connected to the remaining end of the wire coil wrapped around the PVC pipe. After connecting the wires, I heat the tubing so it shrinks tightly around the joints. And just like that, our device is basically finished. Can you guess what it is? To make a base of the device, I attach two L-shaped metal bars to the small wooden board. The base is done. Now I can mount the device onto it. Here I have a wooden-handled welding clamp, already fitted with a terminal connector. It will be fixed to this wire. I wrap electrical tape around the connection point to keep it safe. And of course, we can't forget this metal clip. It will be secured here. Now, a homemade welding device is complete. Let's see how well it works. I've already prepared a power socket here, and the power source is stable. I'll check it again using a multimeter. This device works based on the principle of arc welding. When current flows through the welding rod and the workpiece, and you lightly touch the tip of the rod to the metal surface before pulling it slightly away, the current jumps across the air gap. At that moment, it creates a bright electric arc, known as an arc flame. This arc reaches extremely high temperatures, between 3,000 and 6,000 degrees Celsius, hot enough to melt both the welding rod and the metal surface. When doing arc welding, it's essential to wear protective welding goggles to shield your eyes from ultraviolet, infrared, and intense visible light. Regular sunglasses won't provide enough protection. So, in today's video, I've successfully turned an old compressor motor into a very practical welding device. If you found this project useful, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe so you won't miss any upcoming videos. Thank you so much for watching.